once in a smile. Love and compassion hand in hand. Forgiveness helps us understand. Infinite threads weaving hearts together, even miles apart. Through the laughter, through the tears, we find strength to face our fears. Infinite threads weaving hearts together, even miles apart. Through the laughter, through the tears, we find strength to face our fears.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm Bob, and today we're going to talk about something that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not. And that's oligarchy. Well, what a word, right? It's a word that might sound political or distant, but it's really about power, control, and the choices we make as a society. More importantly, we're going to explore how love, not anger, not fear, is the strongest response we have. Because love at its core is about connection. And nothing threatens an oligarchy more than people who refuse to be divided. Oligarchy simply means a system where power is concentrated in the hands of a few, whether that's a few corporations, a few families, or a few leaders. And throughout history, every time power becomes too concentrated, we see the same results. The rich get richer while everyday people struggle. Laws and policies serve the elite rather than the common good. Division is used as a tool to keep people from uniting. Now that might sound bleak, but here's the key. Oligarchies only survive if people believe they are powerless. The moment we remember our shared humanity, our shared struggles, and most importantly, our shared love, the illusion starts to crumble. Every oligarchy in history has used fear to keep people in check. It's a simple formula. Make people afraid of each other, of outsiders, of the future. There you go. That's all you got to do. Make people afraid of each other, of outsiders, or of the future, or all of them. Present themselves as the only solution to that fear. You hear it all the time. That's somebody in power that says, "Well, I'm the only one that can help you." That's never right. So if somebody's saying that, they're using manipulation. Or that they use that fear to justify more control. Like, oh gosh, this is the only way. I know we don't like it, but we have to take away these rights or these things in order to protect you better. That Ben Franklin talked about that. Look it up. This works. Until people wake up, until people realize that the person they were told to hate is just trying to survive, just like them, that the struggle isn't between everyday people, but between those who want to hoard power and those who believe in a more just world. That's where love comes in, because love is the opposite of fear. It refuses to see others as enemies. It refuses to be manipulated. It recognizes that all of us, rich, poor, in different backgrounds, different beliefs, all of us are human first. There are countless moments in history where people rejected and chose love, even when facing powerful oligarchies. During the Civil Rights Movement, for example, leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. understood that nonviolence and love were more powerful than hatred. He knew that division was the tool of those in power and unity was the antidote. Or the fall of apartheid in South Africa, where Nelson Mandela, after spending 27 years in prison, 27 years, guys, in prison, he emerged not seeking vengeance, but reconciliation. His leadership helped dismantle an oppressive system without plunging the country into chaos and without embracing hatred himself. The people's movements across the world, how about that? From workers fighting for fair wages to communities coming together after disasters. History shows us that when people unite in love rather than fear, real change happens. None of these victories were instant. They required courage. They required belief. But in the end, love proved to be the most powerful force. So what do? How do we resist systems of power without falling into hate or despair? Well, we stay connected as the first thing. The big threat to an oligarchy is people standing together. Talk to your neighbors, your coworkers, your community. Don't let fear-based narratives divide you. Practice radical kindness. Even when the world feels frustrating, even when you're angry, choose kindness. Not as a weakness, but as a statement. You will not make me hate. That's a perfect statement, isn't it? Support each other. Lift up those who are struggling. Oligarchies thrive on people believing they are alone. The moment we help each other, whether financially, emotionally, or just by listening, we weaken that power structure. Demand better, but without hate. It's easy to get angry, and anger can be a catalyst for action. But if we let it consume us, we become just as bitter as the systems we're fighting against. The goal isn't to replace one form of oppression with another. It's to create something better. The reason love is so powerful is because it cannot be controlled. Governments can regulate speech, corporations can control resources, but no one can stop you from choosing love, choosing, to build communities, from seeing another human being and saying, you matter. And that terrifies those who seek to divide us. If enough people believe in the power of love, in the power of unity, in the power of each other, then no oligarchy can stand forever. History has proven this time and time again. Uncertainty, fear, and power struggles have always been a part of human history. But so has love, so has connection, so has the belief that we are more than what they tell us we are. So today, in your own way, push back against fear. Whether it's a small act of kindness, a conversation that bridges a divide, or simply refusing to let hate take root in your heart. Remember that love is always a choice, and it's the most powerful one we have. Until next time, keep spreading love. It matters more than you know. And guys, remember this. I love you so much. And you know what I need you to do. Pass that on. Talk to you later, Gators.
Friends, enjoy the show.